Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Nioh 2. Today we are going to do our best to get through all of this level, that level being a bird in a cage, in which we're going after the infamous Azai Nagamasa. Lord Nobunaga let him marry his sister. Grant some context about who he is. And in this level, before we get to him, long before that, we have just a handful of gimmicks, some of which return from the first Nioh. You might notice that I'm sporting a gnarly cloud, and that there are people talking about the unbearable stank. Well, we'll clear that right up by getting washed off with that bucket of water. And you see now, below my health and stamina and anima bars, there is a blue water droplet icon. Indicates that we are freshly bathed. Let me use this Switchglaive point real quick. Shadow Strike 1 is what I want. More damage to enemies from behind with a Switchglaive equipped. That means that we can't currently be afflicted by a certain status ailment. That's right, returning from Nioh at long last is the beloved status effect. I know you've been waiting for news on whether or not it would come back, and I'm delighted to share with you that your patience is being rewarded. Like the McRib, stank is back. The stench status effect. Starting in this mission, it will make elixirs less effective, cuts their efficacy by half, and also any type of curative you use, including elixirs, but also not limited to them, because they also include stuff like antidotes. When you consume them, they cause you to gag if you're afflicted with stench. During that time, you are at the mercy of anything that might decide to hurt you. Like these big ol' fart rats. I believe they are called Tesso. And yeah, they have a lot of fart-based attacks. And they do inflict stank on you. Luckily, it's more of a nuisance status effect than it is something actively dangerous for the most part. The stun caused by gagging when you try to, quaff an elixir or something is a little bit of a problem, but it's not something that actively hinders you as long as you're not trying to drink. It's not something like burning or the lightning debuff where it actively afflicts you, where it's slowing you down or inconveniencing you in some way. It's more of a reactive thing. Oh, you turned around way too early. This might still work out fine. Yeah. We took this route through the cave so that we could get the flank on this yokai manning 2 cannons. If we had gone another route, we would have to deal with a constant barrage of artillery. That one doesn't seem to have an effect, but this one will knock out that guard tower in the distance. That is another one of the level's big gimmicks, are the cannoneering parts. Oh no, that's so shameful. I didn't lead him correctly. Now I have to supplicate myself before him as the superior swordsman. Oh, I could have got a nice plunging attack. He actually almost did get a hit in, which could have been deadly, while I was bowing my head in shame. So throughout this level, there are not only cannons and open fields, many of which... many of the cannon sections which you can approach from alternate angles so you don't actually have to deal directly with going through their field of fire. And there are pools, what I can only assume is sewage, that'll afflict you with stench. And some enemies will throw dung balls at you. And yes, there is a dude who will eat your hordes of dung balls that you collect. And even give you things for them. Oh, and there are noble dung balls that you can give him, which are apparently quite the delicacy. And we do kink shame that man. Normally, this is a no kink shaming zone. But sometimes you have to make exceptions. He's a little too eager, even though he says it's just because he's hungry. He's a little bit too willing to eat that shit. Speaking of eating shit, if you turn that corner and you do not pay attention to the top of the hill, that explosive barrel will roll into you and ruin your whole day. But as you saw earlier, if you just get a little splash of water, you'll not only wash the stench debuff off, you'll also get coated with water, and it'll protect you from getting afflicted by it for a little bit until the debuff runs out. And that's one of the reasons why it's not all that much of a hassle as a status ailment. Ooh, no, we did not proactively deal with the guard who's sounding the alarm. Aw. Took a little bit too long getting to him. He expertly back-rolled away from that. Okay, you're almost dead. Then you should not be a problem. Oh, I get to make up for lost time. Nice. Oh, there is another cannon section here. First, we're gonna... Oh, the gunman's right there. Right now, we're covered from the cannon fire. We're gonna duck over through another set of caves and try to find the Smash Melee tournament. Let me know if you can spot it. I'm trying to register. Also completely forgot about the spider. Just tore me up. Oh my god, if I had gone through that passage, I would have gotten messed up by another one. So low stance on the Switchglaive is really, really helpful for any of the smallest spiders that usually pop out of the clutch of eggs. These medium-sized ones, you can use whatever stance you want. The only real danger that the tiny ones pose is, well, one, webbing you and slowing you down, but also just that they're kind of hard to hit with your mid and high stance weapons. They just have very small hurt boxes. This is good. We're going to be able to get a lot of damage in on the stink rat. And its tail, glowing yellow, marks the weak point. Whew. That got a little bit chaotic because of how tightly packed in the camera was. Oh no, that's just more sewage. Oh no. Just need to find some water and wash this off. It'll also just dissipate naturally over time. That's not too bad. Trying to fury swipe me. I don't understand why their AI actually does that from long range, because it's not much of a gap closer. You actually have to walk into it in a lot of cases to get hit by it. There we go, there's some water. Now it's going to protect me from his many, many fart attacks, like so. Up close like that, though, that burst attack is really easy to counter. As are pretty much all of the Tesso's red attacks. Oh no, we're gonna have to wade into the sewage, but we are protected by our coating of moisture. This one we're not gonna be able to get the drop on. That's okay though. If we can push it. No, well, I fell off the cliff. So we're just gonna wait a moment for him to come to us. We still have plenty of this water buff on us too, so not in any kind of risk. Just got to avoid the grab, because that can get a little nasty. Oh, that's a soul core we're going to have to equip and show off at some point. Yeah, we definitely found the Smash tournament. We're in the venue now. They took a small risk with buffing the weapon. Oh, God. Taking a bunch of them. It's okay. As long as we have the Life Leech Talisman on it, we are virtually unkillable against this particular enemy. They are not super dangerous. They're a little bit durable, but their burst attacks are very predictable. They're fairly slow. They're not very aggressive, and they're not that damaging. Their grab does suck, though. So, I don't have any bombs equipped. I don't feel like going into my inventory just to put a few on. You could shoot the barrels to blow them up. I'm not even sure that the explosion damage or the ticking dot from setting them on fire would actually kill, so it was faster just to do it that way. So you see a yōkai off in the distance. This will hit him. We can do this multiple times and just light him on fire and bombard him a few times. He literally sidestepped that. He only moved a little bit. And now I guess he's just permanently out of the explosion radius. Cool. Done with that. That animation takes way too long to keep doing that for an enemy who is apparently fleet-footed enough to just avoid it. That's not even that much damage, see? And even the one barrel was not enough to actually light him on fire, so we should be able to knock him down for a finishing blow in a second. There we go. You want to... Oh, that's actually a two-pronged attack. Because not only will the dwellers light the fuses for the bomb barrels on their backs. Let's see, can I snipe him from up here? Yeah, definitely. Oh, wait, it's just around this cliffside path. I didn't even notice this path here, let alone that it led around to the cannons. So not only can they light their own fuses, that explosion would have set it off and created a chain reaction that probably would have killed me. There are a lot of side paths in this level. In fact, there is a path that leads underground through the Smash area. Ooh. Never quite timed the iframes for that. There's an entire underground section that's fairly extensive that we're just taking an alternative path around. I think we're directly above it right now. And we're going to end up in the same place, but I just love how many different branching pathways and the ways they tend to converge in Nioh 2 levels. Okay, we're backtracking right here. I didn't recognize which hit in which ladder this was. Oh, it's a good thing that I actually came back down here, because I missed this kodama the first time around. Yeah, I tend to get a little bit turned around in this level. Both here and another spot further in, when we actually get inside the castle proper. Because the stank gimmick and the cannons are not the only gimmicks of the level. Once we get inside, we'll have something else to do. And we're actually just about in, so we're making good time through the mission. First, we have another cannon section, this time in the Dark Realm, which complicates things, because it makes it harder to see exactly where you need to go to deal with cannons, which I always like to get out of the way first. Ooh, shit! Okay, I forgot about that. I have to pop this immediately. That's my oh shit button. Because the cannons are actually seated, perched just above the Dark Realm zone. So you can run through, aggro everything, and it's really just that guy you have to watch for, who's anticipating that you're going to try to get to this before you deal with the other problems in that zone. Who's set up perfectly just to catch people like me who are rushing to the cannons. Son of a bitch! Oh, I need to sidestep this first. And then I don't think we're going to accomplish much unless we wait for that yōkai down there to path into the cannon fire. Do something more practical we can do with him anyway. I'll wait for him to path over a little bit. Buff the weapon up while we wait. And then, is this close? Oh, shit. Wait, no, it was good. He just has a lot of health. I need to watch that explosion, too. I was hoping that that the explosion would catch him. Oh, we have a soul core. So this means we can use this freely and get a full refund on it. And then the one that we already spawned is the one generating the Dark Realm. Shit. That one. It's a little bit harder to rush these down the way I... Okay. This isn't good. We can line of sight all the fireballs. Look how hard they track. It's a little harder to rush these down in the Dark Realm because you're so much more stamina limited. So they tend to get way more of their stuff off. And once they get rolling, it can be a little difficult to stop them from doing that. So they're only really dangerous in the Dark Realm. Otherwise, you're usually free to bully them as much as you want. Ooh, holy shit. That's a lot of damage. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to get the soul core. And then we will scavenge the battlefield and see if there's anything particularly noteworthy, like a kodama. I know there's a chest in here that was locked off because of the Dark Realm. This might be a Majina in here? No, I'm misremembering. In this Dark Realm area was one of the last major obstacles before we go inside the castle. That's it right there. But the front entrance is out. So we have to go underground. There is... I don't remember what this yōkai is waiting for us. Oh yeah, the ladder here. And this is that whole underground section that we skipped by doing the above ground bit. Ooh, oh my god, that hurt. I was expecting him to do so much just when I got close enough to pop him out. Fuck. We need to get this going. Get some health back. I think I did that too early. Yup. Oh, well, it's a short run back from the last shrine we found. The camera was way too smushed in, so I couldn't quite gauge the timing for that burst attack, and it turned out to be the grab. So this is one of the first times that we've actually had to fight one of these things in such a small space. Normally, we get long and narrow spaces to fight them in, like long tunnels that are cramped one way, but they stretch out for a long time, so you can kite them back a little bit. This is a knife fight in a phone booth. Pretty generous hitbox to let me roll through that easily. Just rolled past each other like two ships in the night. Two rolling ships in the night. Oh yeah, we can take advantage of this. Don't have a lot of stamina, but that shouldn't matter. Much better. And now, another sewer. So we're gonna get our... Oh, wait, no. I think we actually missed the water. So we're gonna get afflicted with the stank. Rolling around in shit water. Like the filthiest degenerate. Yep. And I am poisoned, I do believe, so... And like I said, when you are afflicted with stank, it's not just the elixirs that are affected. Antidotes will also cause you to reel and gag and retch, and become stunned while you do so. Oh, we did wash it off, though. So there is a ladder here, a Tesso, and we're going to deal with him, because I might want to come back down here later. And then a stairway here, which leads to almost the exact same spot as the ladder. There's also this Kodama that I almost forgot about. We're gonna rescue this little buddy from the sewers. Thank God for modern plumbing. So that's where that leads up, and this is that stairway. This seems really unnecessary. And now the castle has, I believe it's 4 floors? And there are a lot of looping pathways here. And a lot of different staircases. Not all of them as superfluous as the one that we just came up, though. So we'll leave the Dark Realm upstairs and attend to that in a little bit. First, we're going to deal with some giant spiders. I don't know how they haven't aggroed yet. I'm very close. Ow. Luckily, it is very easy to not get grabbed by that. Like, you have to kind of backstep into the grab to get caught by that. I remember this room being way more troublesome for some reason. Maybe I'm thinking of a similar room in a later mission, though. So there's some sort of rotating structure above us. Just getting a preview of that for now. And once we bust down this paper wall, we get our final shrine of the level. And a set of 2 more stairways on opposite sides of the shrine. Both of these will come in handy. There's a Sudama. Sorry, I don't want to stop and talk right now, little buddy. And let's keep trucking along. So you see the boundary of the Dark Realm stops just behind us. So coming up this way is nothing for now because that door can't be opened from this side and there's no bridge across on the other side. So we're going to have to use this opposite stairway for now. And I'm just going to destroy these before an enemy has the chance to use them against me. Can't destroy that through the wall. Ah, like so. Unless you have a fire enchanted weapon, though, you don't have to be afraid of hitting the barrels, especially the ones strapped to the dwellers' backs. You won't set them off. You'll just break them and save yourself a lot of trouble. This door also can't be opened from this side, so we have 2 of those now. And a stairway that's not of much use to us. So this is the top of that room that we were in earlier. Ah, another one. Not going to give them a chance to explode. Also not going to go too far out into that hallway because there's a Namahage patrolling around. And there's also the switch for this bridge. Oh, there's also a skeleton warrior. I did not know you were here. So we're going to deal with him quickly and quietly. Hopefully not have to 2v1 him and the Namahage. Gonna have to eat 2 of those. Yeah, and that'll run me out of stamina. He can't punish me for it, though. Ooh, that does hurt. Oh, there's even more than I thought. There's also him. Okay, friend. This room is just our staging ground for the whole Dark Realm. Boom, boom. Oh, neither of them hit the horn. Eee, and I'm going to pay for that a little. I figured I would break the horn and stagger him. Oh, bye. I think he's still alive. Ooh, ooh! Forgot he could do that. Jesus. It's really hard to deal... That's not what I wanted. It's really hard to deal with these when you're on the back foot. Luckily, I had that emergency button available again. Should be able to get a finishing blow on him, too. I always love the finishing blows when you're in yōkai form. I think they're cool as hell. I love that there are special animations for them, too. That attention to detail is really nice. And the Namahage was the one generating the Dark Realm. Oh god, who's shooting? Oh yeah, there's a guy in the room behind the hall. Now this is one door opened, which provides a nice shortcut. It's also a really necessary one too, since we flipped the bridge. I think I want to drop down here to get some loot. There is another room, which I want to say is in the sewer, or the basement, or whatever, that you can drop into that has some piece of loot on it, but it's not anything that I'm, like, particularly enticed by. So we're just going to head back up. See, you. You'll fall, you'll come after me. Oh, missed that. It's okay. We have plenty of time to just deal with him. 1, 2. Nice. And so this room was just for the chest, but if we break down this wall, holy shit, almost got caught off guard by you. That's such a nasty combo. Where did you even come from, little spider dude? Reward me with a soul core. No. And with that, we have looped just about all the way around. God, even though he's not a named one, the odachi enemies are still dangerous. We'll run him out of stamina very quickly. This was maybe not the most prudent decision, but it worked. I like that yōkai ability a lot, but there is a long wind-up on it. And it is risky. This, I think that door just leads back out into the sewers, but you have to go through the sewer the front way to open that up, and I don't really see the point of it. So I never end up unlocking that. Now we are on the opposite bridge. And we have to turn this one. Actually... Oh no, we're on the same bridge from the other side. The side we turned it towards. Oh, you're still alive. So now we have to proceed and turn the other bridge. And that creates a straight path to the boss. There are a couple of spots you can strategically fall here for extra rooms with extra items, but nothing that really concerns us too much right now. I would like to find... thought that was going to be a Kodama. And now we have cleared out the entirety of this ground floor just above the sewer entrance. Gone in a full circle. Love the way that this part of the castle connects. So now it's just going to be about manipulating that other bridge. Ah, this one. This bridge. And then that door that we saw up on the second floor. The other side is right here. We unbar it. And we have a shortcut that unlocks the entirety of the second floor. That can be pushed down. I think this is into the spider room, which we don't really have to mess with anymore. We're long past that. And the only thing left now is Azai Nagamasa, the boss of the castle. And before we go to him, we'll level up once or twice. I think we have enough for one. And now it is time for a fairly tough boss. Actually, what is through here again? Not much. Not very much at all. Unless there's a Kodama. Yeah! Come on, little dude. There we go. Oh, there is still one more friend between us and the boss. 2. Oh no, damn you, elevation. This is gonna happen. Oh god, why did I press the button again? Let's back him up a little, and then, 3rd time's the charm.
Oh, 救いの者をよこすとは味なこと。姉川で直高を破ったのはお主か。ならば心置きなく夜叉となろう。
So he's like if Sasuke's cursed mark form, or curse seal form at the Valley of the End was actually cool looking. God, this boss is such an aesthetic. And he is not free either. He's very aggressive. And some of the hits in this phase are not that bad. But his Dark Realm phase, he can put out an incredible amount of burst damage all at once. Also, the other major gimmick of this part of the fight, this first phase, is his wing. It's like solid steel, and he'll try to parry you with it. You'll occasionally see my attacks glance off of it and stagger me for a little bit while he tries to counterattack. It always leaves you just enough time to counter though. Holy shit! I mistimed that just a little bit, and I took the full brunt of all of the feathers and the diving attack. I've stopped trusting the hitbox on that attack to roll through it. It's so inconsistent. It's not like you get that much more of a punish if you roll through it as opposed to just blocking it. I don't like that first one. I've been caught by it a couple of attempts in a row now. Yeah. Oh, this should be a finishing blow too. This is good damage. And now his second phase 1, after returning from the Dark Realm, is not that different. So if you have that first phase down, the rest of the fight afterwards is not that bad. He's way less burst damagey in this phase. Way easier to counter too, because you don't have the extra projectiles messing with your timing. Feathers. to do a grab first. Ah. Oh, he's at stamina. And dead. That took me... I think this was attempt number 7? Like I said, he is not free. It's not a free fight.
一と過ごした日々は守るべきものを私に教えた。なれど憧れた兄上の背は追うほどに遠ざかり、余人の及ばぬ彼方へ募った深い悩みは心に隙を作り、ついに引き返せぬ道を選んだ。兄上が作る世には光がない。その輝かしい世に愛する者だけは残したい。
急がんと火が。
最後のお別れをするいとまをください。
Hyokucho, new spirit guardian that we received for beating Azai. And with that, that is the entirety of A Bird in a Cage. So we're going to be moving on, starting next time, to a new mission. Thank you all for watching. Just waiting for the post-mission briefing to come up. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one, y'all.